And yes, I'd heard all the stories about how everyone's piglets always escape the first day they have them, but I absolutely knew that our piglets were not going to escape the first day. We moved out to the country this summer because we were ready to take our homesteading to the next level. Even while living in the city, we've done the gardens, we've done the chickens, we've even done the Thanksgiving turkey. We've done the canning and the preserving. We've even dabbled with a little bit of home dairy. But we knew we were really ready to take our homesteading to the next level. We have a little over 6 acres here. And even though we've only been here a few months, we're ready to get started on our first set of new animals. We're continuing our preparations to get our first dairy cow. But in the meanwhile, we decided it was time for some pigs.
Yeah, piggies.
Pigs are a natural animal to have as companions with dairy. Not literal companions, but to have on the homestead. As we milk our dairy cow, we are going to separate some of the cream to use for butter or ice cream. We want to separate the cream out from the milk. And that skim milk that's left over has traditionally been fed to pigs to help grow them out. This principle of turning waste from one area into a benefit for another area is a real benefit of the small-scale homestead. Finding out where to source homestead animals has been one of the challenges that we've had. But I got involved with a Indiana homesteaders group on Instagram. Ultimately, it was a fellow homesteader just sharing the birth of their litter of piglets, and I contacted her and asked if she was going to be selling any of those piglets. So while we waited for the piglets to grow, we needed to set up our infrastructure. For water, we got a plastic 50-gallon drum and attached one of the nipple waterers to it. I was reading that at first you need to make sure you're giving them supplemental water. These piglets we took straight from their mama. They nursed right before we brought them home. And so in that transition period when they're learning to use the nipple waterer a little bit better, we've been making sure that we are feeding them some water from the bucket. And also it seems like they really like when we pour water in with their feed and kind of make it more sloppy. It was about an hour and 45-minute drive away from us, but that's not bad in terms of trying to find livestock. We let my son choose which ones he wanted, and he wanted the kind of orangey pink one because it looked like the classic pig. And we took the spotted one because she was nice and big and very, very friendly.
Peter, just stand right there because you need to open it when we get the spotty one.
Oh, you will, Joel. She's agile. Just bring her over here. Here, shut this door.
She's a good thing. Open it up, Peter. There we go. Guys. Can we get like a handful of hay?
Oh, sure. You gonna love on him on your drive?
Pig's like, whoa, what?
Touching on the ground. That was them eating this. That was them eating that.
We learned about training our pigs to electric netting by having the electric on the inside and having a more rigid fence on the outside, so they really learned to respect the electric fence. And yes, I'd heard all the stories about how everyone's piglets always escape the first day they have them. But I absolutely knew that our piglets were not going to escape the first day. We were going to have everything set up perfect.
Doing that.
Piggies, yeah. So
Look, they love my cucumbers.
they would do.
We feed them some pig food every day and also have been feeding them scraps from the garden. They love, love, love overgrown cucumbers. The spotted pig is Pua, like Moana's pig, and the pink one is Cotton Candy. The type of pigs we got are Kuni pigs. They're a New Zealand breed that is a smaller and slower growing breed. Kunis are also known as being really friendly and personable pigs. And that's another thing about them that makes them really great for the homestead.
Good piggies. I'll cut this in half for you. So
we're excited to have these pigs on our homestead for the next year or so, and subscribe if you want to follow along and see how they grow and how they add to our homestead. It's his job to take care of them. Somebody hit the fence with their bum.